Welcome everybody, I am Raetac and this is Craft the World. Now I have a slight confession to make. I have actually owned Craft the World, the early access version, for quite some time now, and I've actually had a few stumbling blocks actually learning how to play the game. Over the last few days I have actually been taken a little ill, and I decided to bugger with this. I'm going to sit down and try and learn how to play Craft the World the hard way, with persistence and with failing. And I've got to a point where I'm confident with myself. I know how the game plays. I know the idiosyncrasies of the UI and how things work. I feel confident enough I can actually do a let's play on this. So what we're going to do, we're going to launch a new game, and I'd like to invite everybody to come and join me as I play with the dwarves of Craft the World. It is a 2D dwarf simulator, so I'm going to choose a level. I've got a current campaign of nearly 20 hours. To be quite honest, I've played it for about 3 days just about straight, and I've racked up just about 40 hours. So I am going to start a new slot, and we're just going to start a new campaign. Campaign modes is pretty much the best way to learn how to play this game, although it does have some quirks to the tech tree which I don't quite agree on, but it basically works that way. Okay, with the campaign you are given the choice of 3 levels. Level 1, level 2, which I haven't unlocked as yet because I haven't finished level 1 as yet, and level 3. Different sizes of planets, world types, weather events, topography, difficulty, normal. Okay, this is difficulty of easy. Now, I've actually found easy to be, I wouldn't say overly difficult, but challenging nonetheless. So just because it says it's easy doesn't mean it's a walk in the park. Alright, so let's start, shall we? And let's see where we end up. Alright, I'm going to leave the tutorials on so everybody can get an idea on how the tutorials play. Yep, congratulations, we did it. We opened an ancient portal to this new world. We're clicking onwards. Yes, unfortunately we have enough power to sending only one dwarf right now. Okay, so we've got one dwarf to play with. Now, currently we are actually in a race against time, so I'm just going to pause the game while we actually go through this dialogue. Okay, looking around, starting building a fortress. No one knows how to start. I know how dangerous this place can be. Open the diary book, which will give you instructions they've actually prepared for us. So that'll be this thing here. So we're tasked to complete is make a shelter, dig a tunnel, cut a tree, and a few other things as well. Switch to the bestiary tab, please. Okay, this will actually basically give you a good rundown about what animals are what, pretty much. Alright, yes, we'll write down all the creatures, blah blah blah. Okay, and notes, and it does actually give you a bit of a tutorial. Now, to be quite honest, I haven't read this, so if you do purchase the game, it probably would be a good idea to actually flick through this and actually have a good read. Now, I've pretty much learnt this all the hard way, and I'll demonstrate everything as we go along. Alright, advanced construction. yes, I know how to do all this. Alright, mechanisms. Okay, yep. I'm pretty confident I know what I could basically expect later on down the technology trees. Let's get started. Cut several trees. Alright, before we do that, I am going to go into the technology tree and just show people what we're pretty much what we're dealing with here. What we have to do is learn new technologies before the enemies basically spawn on us. The enemies progressively get harder as time goes on, so if you take your time and don't get through the technologies as quick as you possibly can, you might actually find yourself a little unstuck. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be blitzing through as many as I can and as quick as I can. So the first task is to cut down a tree. Alright. You can actually speed this up by clicking the level button here. See? 1.5 times. Alright, we've completed the task. Alright, we'll close that. Okay, I'll just hit pause for a second. Right, okay, enough resources. Okay, for opening workshop. Yes. Okay. We're clicking the craft button. Okay, we can craft various tools and items here. Okay, look at the slots with the restock resources. Let's craft some tools for the dwarves. This is what we want to be doing. We want to be click on this club. Yes. Alright, I'm going to actually skip the tutorial because I would like to actually get into the Let's Play and actually get it done and get this party started. Now, if you do buy the game, don't skip the tutorials. Do take the little time it does take to read these things and get through them. But I know pretty much roughly what I'm doing. I've started this game at least 3 or 4 times already. Alright, so the task is to build a club. We'll take our wood. It's basically a click and drag. This is the only way you'll be able to take resources from your workshop to the crafting window. If you're familiar with Minecraft, you should be fairly well at home here. Basically, you click the green anvil button to make said item. To take said item from the window there, you can basically click it. It takes it back into your workshop menu here. Now, to equip this said club, you click the equip button. Pretty simple, really. Click and drag the club to the dwarf, whose name is Lon, and he's a logger, which it will help us quite a fair bit in the short term. It would be nice if we actually had another miner. That'll be handy too. The skills do make a difference. It doesn't mean that the dwarf will only do one particular thing. It just means he's slightly better at it. So, and my logger dwarf, he will go mine, but he won't be as good as a dwarf that has the mining skill. Alright, okay, we've got another dwarf coming in. Excellent, we need more lumber. And I'm still on fast speed. I don't really want to have fast speed. Okay, so we're getting some wood together. I want to get some stone together. Stone is very important, just as important as wood. Now let's survey our landscape here. We've got a bit of a hillside to Grunt Shop. Grunt Shop is, we'll just click on this. When you basically find gold coins within the bowels of the earth, you can come and spend them here at the shop. You can buy pretty much anything. Anything you could possibly ever think of. So I will be visiting the market later on, namely to buy skill books. Alright, so we'll go to our tech tree. We want to actually blitz basic tool making, and we can actually make basic timber works as well right now. So we can actually do this and get this really knocked out really quickly. A good way to get from your technology tree to your workshop, just click on one of these recipes, one of these icons here. It'll take you straight to the workshop with the recipe there. It's fantastic. And if you click on the shaded resource here, it'll take you right to where that resource is in the workshop. So you just click and drag that to there, and we make one of those. I find the best way to get your technology done and be completed quicker is to make one of everything. There is diminishing returns when it comes to research. So you'll get the most amount of research from the first item you make, but then after that you don't quite get as much. As you see, that's just dropped down a little bit there. Okay, and we'll go to the hatch. I think I would just have enough wood to do that. Okay, so we've got our hatch down. Right, so actually what I am going to do is I'm going to build another ladder. So I've just clicked on the ladder icon here. We've got our recipe back again. Click on the icon there and drag them over here as such. Another ladder. I would like to have more wood because I need to really make a hole as quick as I possibly can. Because dwarves live in holes, if you hadn't already known that already. They live in caves underground, and underground is where the safest place is to be. So let's go to the craft menu and we'll go to the... it doesn't actually give you a tooltip to what that menu is, what it's actually called. I would have liked that, but you also have your task, your hotbar down here as well. So everything is down there. We'll take our totem down there as well. We're going to need that as 2. So we'll take our hatch and we'll plonk it in this square just above the tunnel that we've just made, and we'll just place down 2 ladders underneath that. Alright, now I would like to basically make a bit of a room for my said little dwarfs. Somewhere they can hang out in. And also I gain experience from actually completing a quest. You will get those from time to time. Now I think I've got enough stone where I can actually make a pick. So we go to crafting. You don't have to go to the research tab over here. You can actually go to this helmet icon and you can find the stone pickaxe here. And you'll require 2 stones, 1 and 2. Now it's click and drag. It takes a little while to get used to that, I've found. I'm used to Minecraft where you just click once and it basically binds the item to your cursor and then you move it across. The click and drag mechanic, it takes a little while to get used to. Alright, so we've made a pick. Nice. Then we'll go straight to the equipment and we'll take let's have a look at our other dwarf. He's a swimmer. Oh well, never mind. And that goes placed down in there. As you see, I just placed it, try to place it in a slot where I thought it was going to go. It will place it in the slot where it should go. Alright, and we actually do have another club, so let's go to our swimmer Fargrim, and we'll give him the club. Alright, so when we actually get these dirt together, oh pardon me, well, that actually gets placed up into the storeroom up here. What we can do, we can take our earth, take it down to our hotbar. I want to fill in this hole here. I don't like this hole. Actually, I would prefer to use this hole for myself rather than having other people use it to get to me. Alright, and as you notice, so we basically click that to highlight it. It's in your cursor, place it there. Easy as that. Couldn't be easier. Alright, so we'll just open out this little area down here. A little bit more space to move around in. We are getting a bit more stone together, which is good. How much time have I got? You've got a day-night cycle where nothing much happens during the day. However, at night, as with most things, the undead come out to play. Now we've got a little Venus flytrap just decided to grow in our tunnel here. It's not really a bad thing. It will hurt my dwarves, however. But we can get rid of them just by clicking on them and slating them for destruction. And they will give us leaves, which are quite handy. So we'll gather up some other things. Now we've actually made a shelter. It is an underground shelter, but it is a shelter nonetheless. Alright, scare off monsters and evil spirits. Walls on all sides will protect the shelter, while entrances should be closed with doors or hatches. Well, we've done that pretty much to as basic as we could possibly get it. As you see, the fly trap is hurting my dwarf slightly, but we're actually getting some leaves from that. Leaves are, to start off with, an important resource. So we're getting some wood together. Oh, look what we've got here. It is a skill book. Swimmer book. Increases the time breath that it can be held underwater. And how to use this, we go to the equipment, go to the potion tab here, and we've got the swimmer book. Now we can give Lun the skill of swimming. Now you can only give a dwarf 3 skills, so be very careful what you choose to give them. Alright, so we'll just keep going with that. And if you mouse over the totem here, it'll actually tell you how comfortable your dwellings are for your dwarves. Now currently it is getting close to night. I'm not going to be messing around too much with the hole as it is. I will go chop down some more trees to see if I can get some more resources going. I might just try and get a little bit more stone. I'd like a little bit more stone for the time being, because the more stone I can get, the more things I can do. And it is getting close to night, so you have to really do keep a close eye on the time. Now if you notice, like Terraria, there is a background. Now that background is another block. So you've got a front block and a back block that you're working with here. All these blocks here in the hole, there are actually blocks behind the front blocks here. Took me a little while to wrap my head around that one too. Okay, it is getting towards night time, and I'm going to do what something you can do is allow the dwarves to leave the shelter. This is what it is set down now. I want them to be forbidden. I want them in the shelter, and I am going to close the hatch. And this will keep my 2 little dwarvies nice and safe. And I'm going to actually knock out that piece of stone. Right, while this is all happening, let's get to our crafting menus. Actually, let's go to the place to see where we can actually push our technology further. Now, we can close out the timber works pretty easily by just making a few more ladders, because I reckon we've got a little bit more wood. Now, I think only one will be enough. That should, yep, that's completed that one. Excellent. So we go to the craft tree, and that'll give us basic armoring. Now this will be good for the short term, but you have to basically learn these steps with the technology tree till you can get to the nicer things. So you do have to make these things as you go along. Right, now we have to make, well, what I advise to do is to get the basic tools out of the way as pretty much as quick as you can. You could use clubs, but we are not going to. We should. Well, we can actually make 2 axes. This bar down here will actually tell you how many items you can make with your current resources at hand. Okay, so we can go here. We've got 6 stone. That's pretty damn nifty. I do want to actually make another pickaxe for my other dwarf. So I'll make an axe there. And I don't have enough wood, which is a bit of a shame. I could make another axe. In fact, I think that is what I'll do. For the time being, it's all I can do. Alright, so we're just going to change our knives over for axes. It'll make us a little bit more efficient at chopping down trees. And we're just waiting for night to pass. So I'm just going to do a quick cut to pretty much where either I get attacked or B, daytime. Alrighty, we have our first visitor. This is a zombie. Now, I don't know what this zombie is going to do. He's going to come to my warehouse and he's going to try and break my trapdoor in. He'll probably win at this. Now, I feel fairly confident with my dwarves that we should be able to take him out. There are 2 of us and one of him, and we have wood clubs, so we're going to beat him to death. We should be able to do this. I'm quite confident of that. We have superiority of numbers for now, but later on this is not going to be the case. But we are now level 3, we have an extra dwarf, and we can pretty much try and get through this next night. We have a new task available to us. Okay, we've got we can actually collect a few more stones. Would actually gain another club, so that we could do that. We could do that quite easily, I think. Just looking around at night, you can see the cursor has a little bit of basic lighting where you are getting more visitors, however. So let's go just chop down another tree. Oh, we got a bug. Okay, come on, guys. Right, unfortunately, we're going to have to try and fend these guys off as well. We should be able to do this without anybody dying. Yes, we've got superiority of numbers. It's always handy. But we're doing okay. Oh, and this is a dwarven ghost who likes to just come to your storehouse and basically pinch something, anything you probably gets his hands on, and just throw it wherever it feels like. Alright, we're getting some more wood. That's pretty cool. And we can craft a few more things. Now, I think we have now got another tech tree, or another starting portion of tech tree called basic illuminating. We can basically make torches now. And yeah, I think we've actually run on for quite some time, and I'd like to actually keep these episodes to a fairly decent length. Now, I will be continuing to play Craft the World and presenting it as a Let's Play. How often will probably depend on you people. How often would you like it? Once a week? Twice a week? Hell, even 3 times a week, I could probably manage that too. The only way I get to figure that out is if you let me know in the comment section. Okay folks, well I have been Raetac, this has been Craft the World, and I shall see you all next time.